in here some few minutes ago. They were here as well to be partake in this press conference. But then again, usually the Jubilee House is full of packed events. You see a number of events taking place from, the auditoriums to another, and then the president even moving out of the Jubilee House to partake in other events. But today, by 12 o'clock, we saw that the system had naturally shut down and nothing was really going on. All we could see was a number of officials moving helter-skelter because they had heard the news of the passing of these top government officials. And so nothing really is happening until further notice. We'll hear from the government communications as to what is going to happen. But the president, we do not know his whereabouts, but we know that his schedule has been disrupted. All his events have been cancelled for the day.
Well, Akosia, we know that, you wouldn't have all the details as of yet, but just a quick one before you go. We saw an array of government officials, high-ranking military officials, and the likes. Do you know if these people were already at the Jubilee House, or were they called in as a result of this matter? We seem to have lost Akosia there. But Akosia Ochere is our presidential correspondent, giving us the mood and feel at the Jubilee House. As at when this information was received in the House, what has happened so far in the House leading up to the announcement made by the Chief of Staff, Julius Deborah. It's quite heavy on our hearts. And since about 11, we started receiving information on this matter. We've been praying and hoping that it's not true, for which reason we were not emphatic, although we had to update you regarding this particular crash. We were unable to confirm the details, but we had to leave that, of course, to the officialdom to make an official communication on the matter. If you're still here, I was asking quickly and finally on whether these officials that we had seen during the brief announcement by Julius Deborah were already at the Jubilee House, or were they just called in or come there on their own volition as a result of this unfortunate incident?
I don't know if Akosia can hear us, but the event in... Okay, I think Akosia is
Akosia, hi. So I'm asking that you may not have all the information now, which is quite understandable, but the dignitaries, the individuals that we saw during the briefing, were they called into the Jubilee House, or did they come there on their own volition as a result of this matter, or had they been there all day long before the incident or news of the incident broke?
No, Nana, I can confidently say that these ministers were summoned by the Chief of Staff to be here upon the hearing of the news of the passing of these officials. They usually have their official duties engaged in their ministries, and so they were not at the Jubilee House when the events happened. But after, when the information reached the seat of government, the Chief of Staff summoned them, and hurriedly they came in here. Tears in their eyes, you could tell that it is a big shock to them as they hear this news.
Broja Jemfi is the Deputy Defense Minister. I am not too sure if I saw him there. Was he there?
Well, he was not here. I personally did not see him, but we had been in contact when I got sources confirmed to me that this incident had happened in the Ashanti region. I quickly reached out to him, and he said that they are on course getting all the information. And so I'm sure that he is deeply rooted in what has happened, and probably could be on assignments related to this particular incident. But personally, I did not see him here at the Jubilee House.
Very well, very well. Thank you so much, Akosia Ochere, our presidential correspondent, speaking to us from the Jubilee House.
She was going to
let me also add.
Yes. Very well, please do.
Let me also add that there is a crunch meeting that is happening. The top government officials, together with the Chief of Staff, engaged in a crunch meeting, together with the Vice President as well, who happens to be the head of the Armed Forces Council.
Akosia, are we expecting further updates on this? The Chief of Staff's statement was very brief and did not give further details. Are you on alert for other briefings, or is it a fait accompli for now? What is the instruction to the press corps?
They haven't given us official communication on that, but it is expected that from now till the end of the day, a number of activities will be ongoing. They probably may not engage the press on that, but we should be seeing more ministers come in, more members of the military high command trooping here, engaging in conversations with government as to what the way forward will be. But engagements with the press, I believe, should be done by now.
Very well, Akusia. Thank you so much, and we know that you'll be updating us as and when you get more information regarding this matter. But the news is that 8 persons have been confirmed dead following that crash involving a military helicopter somewhere around Adansia Krofom in the Ashanti region. We have a confirmed list of names, which include Dr. Edward Omane Boamah, Minister for Defense, Alhaji Dr. Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed, Minister for Environment, Science and Technology.
Alhaji persons in the tragic crash. Dr. Edward Kofi Omane Boamah, Minister for Defense. Alhaji Dr. Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed, MP, Minister for Environment, Science and Technology. Alhaji Muniru Mohammed Lemonad, Acting Deputy National Security Coordinator and former Minister for Food and Agriculture. Dr. Samuel Sapon, Vice Chairman of the National Democratic Congress, and Mr. Samuel Abuaji, a former parliamentary candidate. Squadron Leader Peter Bafemi Anala, Flying Officer Manin Chum Ampedu, and Sergeant Ernest Ado Mensah. The President and government extends our condolences and sympathies to the families of our comrades and the servicemen who died in service to the country. All flags are to fly at half-mast until further notice. Thank you. Following persons in the tragic crash. Dr. Edward Kofi Omane Boamah, Minister for Defense. Alhaji Dr. Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed, MP, Minister for Environment, Science and Technology. Alhaji Muniru Mohammed Lemonad, Acting Deputy National Security Coordinator and former Minister for Food and Agriculture. Dr. Samuel Sapon, Vice Chairman of the National Democratic Congress, and Mr. Samuel Abuaji, a former parliamentary candidate. Squadron Leader Peter Bafemi Anala, Flying Officer Manin Chum Ampedu, and Sergeant Ernest Ado Mensah. The President and government extends our condolences and sympathies to the families of our comrades and the servicemen who died in service to the country. All flags are to fly at half-mast until further notice. Thank you.